Who are you?
Well, this is a Star Trek uniform from the motion pictures, from the second one onwards. And
Well, come on, let's have a look at you.
What?
Stand up, let's have a look. What
No.
Are you an official Trekkie?
I'm afraid so, yes.
You are? Which? Yeah. So, okay, we've got anybody else?
Trekker.
Yeah, it's not Trekkers. You see, you're showing your ignorance there, Cassidy.
Yes.
It's supposed to be Trekkers.
I just dated myself. It used to be Trekkies, you know.
We'll zap you with our guns.
You what?
We'll zap him.
Oh, you want as
Oh,
well?
I'm sorry. No,
I'm a Trekker.
no, please.
You're a Trekker.
But I'd like to take issue.
I get that later, too, yeah.
There's a lot coming to you.
I'd like to take issue with this word idol, to idolize. We're fans of Star Trek, but I wouldn't say it goes so far as idolatry.
What are you carrying all those books for then?
Because this is
These are all books, what I can see, all full of what Voyager 19, Summer 87, whatever it is. I can't read the titles of those. BSFR. He's getting more out here, records. You're a Star Trekker too, by the looks of it.
No. The homegrown product, Doctor Who.
Oh, you're Doctor Who?
Yes.
Which Doctor Who?
Well, I do.
You better be careful how you are.
I'm afraid it was your second face that I
really
used to follow.
Oh, well, I'm a fan of his as well.
Why are you a fan of Doctor Who? I thought that was a kids' programme.
Good heavens, no.
It is, isn't it?
It's never been made by the BBC
Well,
children's department.
Oh, is it not?
No, it's always been.
It's always made for adults.
Always a drama series.
Oh, well, I must admit, I used to watch it too, avidly. But which Doctor Who? Because there are lots of them.
My favourite was Patrick Troughton, but I mean it's the whole format of the show which I think people like to follow because it's so versatile. It's unique.
Did it feel strange being an idol when it's not really you they're idolising, Sylvester? You're the real. This is the real Doctor Who here.
Well, it was a bit like becoming a pope, really.
Becoming a what?
A pope. Well, yeah, because suddenly I was nobody, and the next minute they said I was Doctor Who. That was on a Thursday, and then on Monday I was in Atlanta. And people loved me instantly. I just walked on the stage and I had this instant love, and I blessed them with my wit, and they fell about laughing at me. Which, I mean, you know, someone like me, it was a love. But it was very much like, you know, just becoming.
And you can cope with all that?
Well, yes, except for all the sackfuls of mail that arrived overnight telling me how to play the do the part, and welcoming to the... I mean,
do you feel any commitment to that? The sackfuls of mail of people who really do like, idol, respect you, that you've got to actually answer them?
Well, I do try and answer as many as possible in a kind of a way, but, you know, I can't do it too much, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to learn the lines and try not to bump into the monsters.
David?
Are you the character now? Are you doing it now?
Yeah, I've been given the role, yeah.
Right. As of how long have you been doing it?
I did it for this season, about 14 weeks.
Right. Now, just familiarize me a little bit with the show. As I come from America, it wasn't...
Sure, you carry on.
No, yeah. I just need to...
You're a fan, aren't you?
No, I want to know one thing. You haven't had the other side of not being Doctor Who, right? You've only had this side of it, where you've discovered just how wonderful it is to be this character and have people recognize you and be a fan of the show and the character that you play. How do you feel it's going to affect you when you no longer are that character and you are who you are?
Well, I don't know, really. I mean, I've met the other living doctors, a few of them anyway, in America, because it's very big over there.
Well, let's ask Louise that, because Louise was Doctor Who's assistant.
They live with it.
Louise is here. How would you answer David's question?
I did it 12 years ago. I was like the assistant in the thing.
Right.
And it's...
You were the savage, weren't you?
Yes, Leela, the savage from another planet.
You still have people who remember you only as that character?
No, not so much now. I've done a couple of other series here since, which has knocked the image on the head a bit. But in America, it's on its 10th rerun in LA.
Really?
So they're just seeing it freshly for the first time. But Americans go, I mean, they're crazy, they're mad. Their main...
Aren't they though? Wild and crazy Americans. God love them.
But they ask, one question I always get asked at conventions in America is, what's the difference between the English fans and the American fans? And you say the Americans are lunatics. And what is more, no, listen, what is more, that gets a standing ovation over there. What is more, they enjoy being told that they're lunatics.
What do you mean when you say they're lunatics?
They're more extroverted.
They're just great, yes. And when they're bored, they show it, and when they enjoy it,
give me
they show it
examples.
more. doing Shakespeare over in
No, Doctor Who. Doctor Who, in relation to Doctor Who.
I'm giving you an example. If you,
Yeah.
if you do Shakespeare over there, you can hear yawns in the audience a lot of the time, and seatbacks going up. But if you do something that they really like, then they're going to...
well, you can't, because I'm asking Louise first, thank you. Go on, Louise, go on. No, hang on a minute, please. There's 40 other people who want to speak. You've had 2 goes. Louise, go on. Go on, Louise.
Americans are star crazy. We're a star crazy nation.
And you try to take everybody else's speaking time as well. Louise, finish what you're saying.
Just that when they're absolutely delighted with something, an English person will. I mean, I'm generalising now, but an English person is going to show their appreciation not as effusively as an American.
Fred, what do you think of all this idolatry? I mean, is there any harm in any of this?
I don't think there's any harm. I think we're dealing with...